What's going on, Team IBB? It is IBB James, and I'm here with McPat and Seamus Coyne, and they're going to tell us a little bit about themselves, but the goal today is we're doing our hashtag IBB Top 3 Keys to Success. So it's going to be a 3-part series where they share their top 3 keys that have made them successful that they want you to take into immediate action and just take over the world like they're doing. So, well, before we get rolling, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourselves and go from there.
My name is McPat Coyne,
I'm Seamus Coyne.
and we are the owners of the Wild Goose Willoughby and the Morehouse, and soon to be the owners of Fiona's Coffee Bar and Bakery in downtown Willoughby.
Hashtag Team Fiona.
Hashtag
Team Fiona.
All right, cool. We love team stuff around here.
Yeah,
So
love it.
I like it.
Very good, very good. So when did you start? Like, kind of take us on the journey from when you started in business, and then kind of how you got here.
Started in 2000. Our family, we come from a family of 5 kids. My dad and my brothers and sisters and myself decided way back in the day to open a restaurant called Mix Pub and Grill in Willoughby. From Mix, we kind of grew to a place called Crow Patrick's. And from Crow's is, where we started going into the downtown Willoughby aspect of things. That's where we started the Wild Goose and onto the Morehouse, and like you said, soon to be Fiona's, which is going to be opening in downtown Willoughby probably in the next 5 weeks.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Very good, very good. We love coffee here at IBB, so I'm really excited for that.
We hope
So 2000. And what cracks me up, so like I'm even thinking like back 2008, 2009, but like
Yeah.
you guys, and that was like crazy hours working all the time.
Oh yeah.
But I love how people like look at you. They're like, oh well, they're lucky. It's such overnight success for them. It's like, well, 17 years if that's overnight,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
yes, we are an overnight success in this last 17
Yeah,
years.
right.
So
It's
but,
definitely it's been a lot of hours, crazy hours. Our family, my dad and my brother own a funeral home in Willoughby, McPat Coyne Funeral Home, and from there we were raised as little kids to get up at 6 in the morning to get down there and shovel the driveway, and so we've put in our time, a lot of hard work, and it's kind of grown to where we are today as far as getting up early and getting everything done before everyone else gets up.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. I like it. I like
Yeah.
it. Yeah, these guys like the few people that I know. If I'm up at like 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, be like, shoot you a text, and actually know that like you won't yell
I'll
at me.
respond.
So like, you're actually doing your stuff. So, but yeah, you can get a lot done before 7 a.m. Once 8 a.m., 9 a.m. rolls around, it's like
The day flies.
everybody else is up, and there's no time to actually get ahead of the game. So, but well, very cool. Well, thank you for sharing that.
All right.
So why don't you give us your first top 3 key to success, and then for those of you, stay tuned. There'll be a second video and a third video with their number 2 and 3. So let's dive into the first one.
I would say the first one that we owe everything to is our family. Our family and our friends have been our main key to success. Like Seamus was saying, waking up early and doing all that with my dad and work and all that. My dad and my mom are pretty authentic people. They're outgoing personalities. That's what's raised us to be the people and the business owners that we are today, because it showed us it grounded us in a moral value and really allowed us to extend to the community how involved we are, you know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I think too, that's I feel that even someone who's not maybe like a family member or like a real close friend or a long time friend, you guys always treat them like you've known them forever, and I feel like
Right.
that's been really cool. Like I know I love going to your place of business because I can walk in and be like, like there'll be ton of people. There's a big line, everything's busy, but I still feel like I'm appreciated that I'm there. Like the team that you have there is always very welcoming.
Right.
And like McPat was saying, it all does start with our mom and our dad. Just hey, when we were raised at the Irish American Club in Euclid. Growing up, hey, there's Mrs. Kilroy over there. Go shake Mrs. Kilroy's hand and say hello. And it's really grown to us in business now, and it's spread throughout all of our employees, I feel, as well, where we have a lot of great girls and guys that work with us, and we're all shaking people's hands now and saying, hi, welcome to the Wild Goose. So,
do you feel that's something that a lot of business people lack, or just businesses in general? Especially, I mean, like, in your industry, like, it like baffles me that this is supposed to be like, you know, someplace where you come in, you feel good, you know, and like just how
I
you
don't
get
know if
treated.
it's something
in
that they
certain
lack.
places.
I think it's more of something that.
I don't think a lot of business owners lack that. I think people that aren't really familiar with the restaurant bar business, like say, you know, there's a doctor who wants to open up a restaurant because, you know, he has the financials to do it and stuff. So he opens up a restaurant. Well, he might not have the customer relations or the outreach that we've grown to know. So, I mean, there's a lot of bar owners and restaurant owners that we know that are very outgoing like us. But we just think that from our parents, I mean, you can't go anywhere in Willoughby and not know Mickey Coyne.
Right.
You know, everybody knows Mickey Coyne. And that's what
The Willoughby Mafia.
Yeah, and that's what he's instilled into us, which we've tried to replicate from him and be those people that are outgoing and, you know, be known for, hey, man, whenever you guys run into those guys are so nice, they shake your hand and all that stuff. So there are a lot of bar and restaurant owners that do that. And I hope that, you know, a lot of it can say that, hey, let's do what those guys do. So
Yeah, very cool, very cool. So getting it, how do you handle having, so like, again, like you have a big family, you have a big, you know, I call it social capital, like social capital has been like the biggest thing for me to succeed in my business. So like handling all these people all the time, wanting your attention, wanting your help. I know that you do a ton, like you guys give a ton to the community. Like at any time I've, you know, ever asked for like different boards I'm on, different nonprofits I'm on, you know, there's no hesitation. There's just, hey, yes, we are here to help. So like, how do you guys balance all that? Or is there any way to balance it?
I don't know if we've really nailed down a balance for it.
Okay. All right.
I mean, you know, which the community in Willoughby is so tight, you know, and, you know, you get people coming into the bar and restaurant all the time saying, hey, we'd like to make a donation, or would you guys like to advertise, you know, et cetera. So there's really like no balance to it. We're more so suckers that when the community comes in, we like to help out.
Suckers for a good cause.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. Very cool. Oh, that's awesome. Very cool. Was there anything else that you would add to that top key with family and friends?
We owe everything of our success is from our family and our friends.
Yeah.
You know, the people that we work with are the biggest reason for our success, along with our family. It started with mom and dad and brothers and sisters, and everyone that we surround ourselves with now, which is our family and friends. We might not know Joe Schmo that we brought onto the restaurant, but now that person has become our good friend, and we've been lucky enough to have everyone that's worked with us and that continues to work with us. They've been working with us for a while.
Yeah.
Most restaurants have a big turnover rate.
Yep.
Every one of our workers has been with us for a long time, and that's just because we've all become this little family, I guess.
And,
I was gonna say, like, having like that family, like your team at work has become, you know, a very solid extension of your it's you see
1000%.
you feel like it's because you see them as family versus just like you don't like say, all right, well, sign here, this is your contract to work here, and oh, by the way, your family, you know, just kind of like just how you just how you see them, how you treat them, kind of how it all shakes out.
And that's actually going back toward like to Mix. When we started Mix,
Dude, everybody was, I mean, like that was,
You can't rewrite those days.
You can't you cannot, but I mean, like, everybody went to Mix all the time.
And
that
that was
great.
And that was like, you know, we surrounded ourselves, we started our staff with mainly family. So we worked there, our brothers, sisters worked there, But then on top of it, our cousins work there. Some of my best friends from high school, some of his best friends from high school, grade school even.
Yep.
And what's good
My
is
brothers work there, yeah.
your brothers, yeah.
John and Joe. All
and
their
carried
sweet
over.
jokes came from you guys.
We take no credit for Joe's jokes. Children's books too. But and then it's carried over. We still have a lot of those people from Mix that still work with us, and you know,
Yeah.
it's just surrounding yourself with a good core group of people, and then the people that you bring on from that also learn from our friends, which is pretty cool.
Very cool. All right, my man. Well, thank you so much for that. And so, Team IBB, stay tuned. There will be a second and third video for their number 2 and number 3 keys to success. So whatever it is you're doing, you heard it here. It just, you know, it takes time. But if you're gonna go to, I always say, you know, business, you're going to war. I mean, like, you have to treat it like every day is a battle. Every day, I mean, you're gonna have scars from running a business, and there's a lot of times it's gonna hurt more than it feels good. But you know, why not get the family and friends that matter most to you and care most about your success? Because you know, it's never gonna be easy. But would you say it's easier when you do have the right people around you?
Absolutely.
And so, but all right. Well, thank you for joining us. You need to take that number 1 key to success, put it into immediate action. Call your family, call your friends. Say, hey, we're starting a business. Let's go. But until next time, stay burn proof.